Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the second video for week number 1, summer session 2025. So in this video, I am going to preview the syllabi for the course. And the way that we get there is, there's a couple of ways, but probably the easiest is you come over here to Syllabus, click on, and here is our syllabus. So as you can see, the course, sorry for the scrunching of the information on here, but EDU600 Research Methods. This is me, Kevin Doran, Assistant Professor of Adult and Higher Education. Here's my email. This is my cell phone number, which if you need to reach me, you can contact me here, but please leave a message. I generally don't answer phone calls that I haven't plugged into the contact list. You guys understand that. And if you want to meet at any point, I am available. I live in Topsom and I am down in the Portland area quite often. So if that's where you are, I'd be happy to meet you and go over the course materials, whatever it might be. The book for the semester is Research Literacy, a Primer and Understanding for Using Research. That's Jeff Beaudry and Lynn Miller. Lynn has retired, so has Jeff, but this is the fabulous book. Jeff is a good friend of mine, and I find this book very easy to follow and quite interesting for the topic at hand. Technology, if you're watching this video, chances are you have high-speed internet at home or wherever you do your work. We will have Zoom meetings to be determined, and probably in the first week of our course we will have a Zoom meeting on Wednesday or Thursday evening, which usually means 6:30 or 7 o'clock. Don't worry if you can't make it. I record everything. So the description, central focus of the course is to study the concepts, principles, and methods of educational research. Special emphasis is given to the scientific method. So, you can read through the syllabi just as well as I can read it to you, but the focus of this course is really research literacy, an understanding of research, qualitative, quantitative, mix, single case study, etc. And really, you are not going to be an expert at the end of this course, but you will be aware of the types of research, and you will have an opportunity to read, critique, and then write about. That's really the format of this course. I look at it as just that. We read about something, we may work in a small group on it and discuss it, we analyze it, and then we write about it. So if you can keep those concepts in mind, you are not conducting research. So learning outcomes, fundamental understanding of the scientific method of inquiry, that is pretty basic. For those that have a undergrad major of science, you probably know the scientific method. Really, it's just a method that is repeatable and the researcher follows a certain procedure. And that's just what we're going to be doing in this course. Characteristics of education and research, ability to identify and locate, use, and organize library resources. That, simply stated, that means that at the end of this course, you will have, I won't say perfected, but you will be pretty good at going to one of the databases, the library databases, searching for primary source documents, primary source research on your particular topic of interest, and then you will analyze them. The structure, we have assignments, the article capture, which is the first assignment that we have, and all of these are going to be available online. You can take a look at them. You can go into the assignment area. You'll get details in the syllabus, but also online what's involved. The article capture is, first of all, you have a topic. Why is the sky blue? What is the effect of chemotherapy on learning, etc.? You go out into one of the databases that we have, not just do a Google search, but you go into a database, you locate 6 primary source documents. So a primary source, just to keep it simple, is if I was the researcher and I conducted research onto or into why the sky is blue, I did the research and then I wrote about it, that's primary source. Now, if I was writing an article about what other researchers found in the world of why is the sky is blue, that would be a secondary source. So keep that in mind. It's really an important concept. So we have the article capture assignment. We have the first group, the first type of research we look at is qualitative, which in qualitative research, data is words, it's patterns, it's language, but it is not numbers. So in order to gather the information, we might do a focus group. We might, there's different types of qualitative research, but the first assignment is a qualitative primary research article, and that's why I say critique number 1. We do experimental critique number 2. And just a minute, I have to plug in my computer, otherwise I'm going to lose everything here. There we go. Okay. Critique of qualitative, the experimental design, that is in that type of research, what you're looking at really is the data is numbers. So if you've ever done a Likert scale survey, that's qualitative research or quantitative research. More information on that. Visual displays of data is if you locate, you find, just say a visual display is taking all of the vast information and putting it into a table, a pie chart, histogram, whatever it might be. I find that very interesting, that particular assignment. That's the visual display of data. Active participation, 20 points. So it's not worth 20% of the course, but what I expect there is active participation. You do your posts on a weekly basis, and then get your original post done or your first post done of the week by Wednesday, and then comment on at least 2 other students. And what I'm looking for there is a little more than just saying, oh, that's a great post, Kevin. No, make it something a little meatier, a little more academic. And then the final assignment is where you, once again, it starts with the article capture. And the article capture is really, you're not doing the analysis. All you're doing is you're finding 6 articles. You're taking the specific information, you're putting that information into a table, and then that's what you submit. More information on that coming up. But the final assignment is where you systematically using the scientific method that we will build on from week number 1 to the end of the course. You actually use the scientific method to write about your 6 articles. Now this generally is a 12 to 15 page paper, not including the cover page and all the references that you use. So it's pretty substantial. So once again, stay up on the materials. Here's the actual assignment dates, when they're due, how many points. There's an optional 2 points, so the total for the course is 111. Sometimes I tweak this, and I can tell you if we'll go on a percentage basis any way you slice it, but one word on the assignments. Sometimes I change the date. It will never be closer to the date that we are. If anything, I might add a couple, 3 days, because I'm sensing that things aren't flowing the way I was hoping it would flow. It doesn't mean that the class is behind. It just means that due to various breaks, in this case, we just had 4th of July, I might push a date out. So be aware. And you'll have plenty of notice on that. From my experience, students are never sad when the date is pushed out a little bit to give them a little more time. Here's the schedule. So if you're ever wondering, what are we going to be doing? What do I need to do in the week? You can come in here into the syllabus, into the schedule in week number 1, which starts on the 7th of July. These are the readings, etc. Course evaluations. Then we get into basically all information about USM, support services for those that need some accommodations or need some additional help. There's a formal way to do it, but if you want to reach out to me, and I have to tell everybody up front that I will work with any kind of challenges that you have. I believe all professors do that, and quite frankly, I'm pretty flexible with the materials and the due dates. I really want you to hit the due date, but if something, we're all adult learners. If something comes up, you have a 3-day wedding that's been planned for a year, and you just can't get that assignment done on Sunday, just reach out to me. We're adults, and quite frankly, if I might say it's due at midnight, I don't stay up until midnight and check the boxes to see who is submitted or not. So my point is, if you need a little extra time, just reach out to me. I'm very flexible. And you can read through all the other materials that we have in here, and that is the preview of the actual syllabus. You're looking at more up here. This is my view, but you can feel free to click all of these titles that you have on they call it the student view. Mine just has a couple more things that I can go and check. So once again, week number 1, week number 2, sometimes in like week number 3, we have 2 parts, part 1, part 2. And as you can see, everything's hidden at this point. When I send this out tomorrow, I will release week number 1 and any other pertinent information that I want to get out there. And probably on Sunday or Monday, I'll send out an invite for a Zoom meeting on Wednesday or Thursday of next week. So that's it for me. 12 minutes. Once again, I generally do not go this long except for the first week of class. So any questions on the syllabus, please let me know. And once again, you don't have to figure it all out now. We take it 1 week at a time, and every week builds on the preceding week. So that's the deal. I look forward to learning with everybody, and if you have any specific questions on the syllabus, please let me know. I'm here to help. Welcome to the course, everybody, and we'll see you online. Bye.